I'm fully aware that NBA Summer League is not for everyone. It's a little bit too chaotic and a little bit too unorganized for everyone's taste. But if you ask me, the Lakers Summer League team has been a lot of fun to watch. They have a really fun group and a really good mix of true rookies on their team, guys like RJ Davis and Arthur Kaluma for example, 1 to 2 year guys, and obviously guys on their team like Bronny James and Dalton Connect, and then a few 3+ year NBA guys like Darius Bazley and Cole Swider for example, which have been some of the most impressive guys on their Summer League team and really have been showing out lately too. And I mean, following another 20-point game from Cole Swider, he's been averaging roughly 21 points per game throughout Summer League, both throughout the California Classic and the Las Vegas Summer League portion now too. And then with Darius Bazley averaging roughly 15, 7, and 2 blocks per game, it's becoming very hard to ignore them, even though they are a little bit older. At this point, they deserve acknowledgement and some kind of nod to the Lakers roster. No, maybe not an official guaranteed contract to their 15-man roster, but maybe a two-way contract. One of them does happen to be two-way eligible, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. Maybe a training camp invite. At this point, neither one of them are officially invited to the Lakers training camp, and that should definitely change in my opinion. Or then potentially maybe the 15-man roster. If they can keep this up and keep improving even throughout Summer League, then we definitely should acknowledge it, and we definitely have to consider what they've done up until this point. So with that in mind here, we'll talk about what they've done, talk more about Cole Swider, a little bit more about Darius Bazley, but I did make an entire video on him, so if you want to check that out, I do recommend it, and then talk about a few other Lakers Summer League standouts and how they might be able to climb their way up too. And well, to begin, we do have an update about the Lakers two-way contract situation. We thought they had officially 2 of them under contract, but that apparently is not the case quite yet. According to a new report from Dan Wilkie of The Athletic, Eric Dixon, who we thought signed a 2-way contract with their team, has not officially signed it yet. Due to an ominous foot injury that's been keeping him out of Summer League, that's why he has not played yet and will not play for their Summer League team. And from that, he also might not sign their 2-way contract as he's reevaluating his future with their team and probably about his health too. So if they don't officially sign Eric Dixon, then they have 2 2-way contracts open. If they don't sign Christian Koloko or bring him back, they did officially tender that 2-way contract to him, therefore retaining him in free agency via 2-way contract restriction. Kind of confusing, but they have not officially signed him to that 2-way contract. So whether it's 1, 2, or maybe 0 2-way contracts open, it's not officially been filled yet, and there is an opportunity for the Lakers Summer League guys on the team. And talking more about Cole Swider here, he is 2-way contract eligible, meaning that the other player, Darius Bazley, is not 2-way contract eligible. He does have 4 or more years of NBA background and therefore is not 2-way eligible. But unlike him, Cole Swider is 2-way eligible, having only 3 years of NBA background and therefore is 2-way eligible for 1 more NBA season. So with that being said, should they sign him to it? Obviously we think we know about Cole Swider and we know about the great 3-point shooter that he is, but he keeps on getting better at it. No, he might not have the most diverse game and definitely not a 2-way game, but the things that he does do well on the court, he does very well on the court. Obviously number 1 being 3-point shooting. Throughout Summer League here, he has shot over 50% from beyond the arc. Yes, 50% on roughly 8 attempts per game, and that's incredibly high volume. Or I guess even pointing to a bigger sample here, what he's shown at the G League level, shooting roughly 45.5% from 3 on nearly 9 attempts per game. So yeah, the guy's a born shooter. He definitely knows how to shoot the ball from 3, is a very reliable option, is a very difficult 3-point shot maker, and at this point is even kind of a 3-point movement shooter too. Something that is added to his bag from his rookie year, which happened to be with the LA Lakers, now going into his 4th year, which also might again be with the LA Lakers. And well, I remember talking about him at that rookie year portion, when he was obviously still a very good shooter and one of the best coming out of that draft, but wasn't a very comfortable movement shooter. At that point, he wasn't that great at curling off of screens and then immediately going into his shooting motion, wasn't very comfortable with it and didn't do it quite well at that point. Obviously again was still a great 3-point shooter, a high volume efficient catch and shoot guy, which he obviously is still right now too, but now with that 3-point shooting and movement shooting added to his bag, that does make him a bit more attractive. Now being a little bit more comparable to a guy like Duncan Robinson for example, maybe not as quick and that's the one drawback with him, isn't as quick as curling off of screens compared to Robinson, but is taller and does have a higher and maybe quicker shooting release point, So maybe there might be hope for Cole Swider yet. After all, Duncan Robinson himself is not a great defender, isn't a two-way player by any means, and just signed a massive contract with the Detroit Pistons after signing a massive deal before that with the Miami Heat. There might be hope for Cole Swider yet. Even without the defense, even without him being a great rim protector or doing any one thing on defense that well, there might be a limited role for him at the NBA level, just waiting to be found by a certain team. And well, should that be or will that be with the Lakers? Maybe. I wouldn't hate it, and he definitely has deserved the two-way contract, or at the bare minimum a training camp invite at this point. I think that should have been given to him already if you ask me, but you know, it really is tough for their team. They need more two-way talent and legitimate defensive-minded players on their team. Ideally 3-and-D options and 3-and-D wings, which Cole Swider is not. But then again, it's so hard to ignore directly what he's done for their Summer League team, what he's shown on the court, and especially on offense. Whether it's the nearly 21 points per game on roughly 55, 55, 82 shooting splits, absolutely insane even at the Summer League level. The difficult shot making, the ability to shoot and pull up from anywhere on the court, that's obviously very intriguing, and for a high volume 3-point shooting NBA too. You know, it really comes down to what the Lakers need here. They need more 3-and-D wings again, more athletic defensive minded players, and especially at that small forward power forward spot. And that's kind of the thing holding them back from signing Cole Swider and making that an obvious addition for their team. I really think at this point he's auditioning for a different team, as again he does have 1 year left of two-way eligibility. But with them needing more two-way talent, more defensive-minded talent, already having a project and a 3-point shooting project with Dalton Connect, kind of filling that role for their team already, so not really a pathway for Cole Swider. Even if they would sign him, he wouldn't get any NBA playing time, I don't think. I think at this point he's kind of auditioning for a different team, and I'm glad the Lakers Summer League team is at least helping him with that, as he does deserve it in my opinion. I really wish he were a better defender, either at the point of attack or on the wing or at the rim, even something to make him a bit more usable on defense, and at that point I would then advocate for them to sign him a bit more. I hate to see him go with how good of a 3-point shooter he is and how beneficial that can be in the right kind of role and on the right team or in the right situation, but I simply don't think he'll be for their team, and that they'll be wasting his talent that a different team might find a better use for, which I'd obviously like to see. Again, definitely wouldn't be entirely against it, especially with a two-way contract potentially being open via Eric Dixon, but I think he would be more served and a lot more useful for a different team. So with that in mind here, who would be a different candidate for a two-way contract and who might be fighting for it? Again, we can't talk about Darius Bazley here, he's not two-way eligible, so moving down the list here, I think we gotta talk about the guy that's actually tendered a two-way contract, that being Christian Koloko. Finally is playing for their Summer League team, didn't play during the California Classic portion, but has been out there for the Las Vegas Summer League portion. 2 games so far, and during their latest game he actually did play very well, scoring 13 points, grabbing 7 rebounds, blocking 3 shots out there, even making a couple good passes out there, running the court well per usual, being a lob threat, a dump-off guy around the rim, and simply put, I think he is showing or proving to be at that NBA third center kind of level, is a better fit for their third center compared to a Trey Jemison in my opinion. Simply is more skilled, he even made a 3-point shot tonight, has shown a little bit of that before, so I'm glad he's not giving up on it. I think that if he continues this and maintains this, even improves it throughout the Las Vegas Summer League portion, then he should be a no-brainer option to bring back via two-way contract. I mean, after all, last season was kind of a return season for him and getting comfortable on the court again, after missing the entirety of the last year with a blood clot and a variety of health issues related to that. Simply getting comfortable again, you know, trying to do a bit too much at times, and he looked that way on the court. But after another year in now Summer League to get more comfortable and more time spent with their team, I think he would be worth bringing back for another two-way contract year. Kind of a no-brainer again in my opinion. But then for that final two-way contract, whether that's from Eric Dixon, him not signing it, or if they don't want to go the Christian Koloko route and do sign Eric Dixon, then who might be the final good option for it? Well, I have 2 final picks between it so far, either going with DJ Stewart, who I've talked about a little bit already, is obviously more of a backcourt player compared to a frontcourt player like Cole Swider or Christian Koloko, but has been consistently a good performer for their Summer League team and definitely is playing hard out there too. No is not the biggest player, only roughly 6'2", but does have a pretty large wingspan, I think somewhere around 6'8" if I remember correctly, is a pretty talented offensive player, kind of a combo guard compared to a true point guard, but is a talented ball handler, gets to his spots very well on the court and does have a very nice floater around the rim. Getting it above opposing rim protectors and being very crafty around the rim, is a pretty good 3-point shooter, shooting roughly 40% from beyond the arc throughout Summer League so far. Might be coming off a 3 for 14 game in their latest Summer League game. Overall though, has been very impressive offensively, and not even too bad defensively too. Definitely trying out there. Isn't the best defender in the world or even the best defender on their team, but definitely has been putting in effort, has made some plays around the half court line, even has picked up some guys full court, and even has blocked a few shots around the rim too. So I definitely wouldn't be mad if he keeps this up and eventually would earn his way to their team via two-way contract, or at the bare minimum with a training camp invite. I think he should be another one that gets a guaranteed training camp invite too. But if not for DJ Stewart, then the next guy I'd look out here would be Arthur Kaluma, a true rookie for their team out of Texas and a myriad of other colleges prior to that, kind of coming out and being that prototypical big 3-and-D option, shooting roughly 35% his final year of college, defending anywhere from 2 through 4 on the court, and he's definitely been showing that in Summer League too. Up until this point, and up until their latest Summer League game, had been pretty quiet offensively and really hadn't been able to break through yet, though he finally did a little bit in their latest Summer League game, having a 12-point game on 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, having 2 assists go with it, and then 2 blocks on defense, really showing off his 3-and-D ability, guarding everyone from point guards out there, shooting guards, down to power forwards, and even played a little bit of small ball center for their team too, showing off his versatility on defense, then offensively again making a couple 3-point shots, getting around the rim and helping keep the ball alive for their team. I'm a fan of Arthur Kaluma, and especially with their lack of big 3-and-D wings on the team, simply a lack of defensive-minded athletic forwards on the team, I would not be mad if he would get their 2-way contract if he maintains his performance and keeps it up over time. In fact, he might actually be the best fit for it. Again, talking about their need for a 3-and-D wing and a big athletic defense-minded player, he would theoretically be the best fit for it. No, maybe not the most talented compared to DJ Stewart or Cole Swider offensively, maybe not as good or experienced compared to Christian Koloko. Obviously, if you're talking about a 15-man roster spot, then not as experienced or good compared to Baisley. But for the long-term upside and the fit here again, I think Arthur Kaluma is kind of an underrated and kind of a dark horse candidate for that 2-way spot. But with all of that being said, what do you guys think? How have you felt about the Lakers Summer League team so far, and who has been a standout in your opinion? Maybe a guy like Cole Swider, maybe Darius Baisley, maybe DJ Stewart or Arthur Kaluma, or who has been the standout and who might be deserving of a 2-way contract invite, a training camp invite, or maybe an addition to their 15-man roster? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one, and if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.